Hey everybody, what's going on? How you all doing? We're here with Prey for the PlayStation 4, being played on the PlayStation 4 Pro, actually. And, I've been pretty excited for this game. Not too excited because, I mean, the game looks really cool. The sci-fi setting looks interesting to me, and then the kind of horror vibe it kind of gives off is interesting, but Arcane Studios, the developers of Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2, have never really blown me away with those games. I wasn't a huge fan of Dishonored 1, didn't really care for it, but I did enjoy Dishonored 2. I did feel that Dishonored 2 was a worthy sequel to the first game and was actually quite enjoyable. I did enjoy that game quite a bit, and the game was technically solid and played very well. I did play the demo of this game, and I was feeling a little let down in terms of gameplay because the controls were really floaty. Like, you would move the camera stick and then maybe like half a second to a second later the camera would move, so it's not exactly fluid controls, and I don't know, I'll kind of get into that here in a minute, but let's go do a new game, and we'll just get into this bitch. Alright, so we're gonna play as, I don't know, female? Male? We'll play as male. But the controls were a little bit weird. I mean, the control layout itself was alright, but the camera movement was very floaty. It wasn't like Call of Duty Smooth, where it's like on point and very accurate. You would move the camera stick, and then a second later the camera would move. It was very weird, very floaty, and makes it hard for very precise aiming. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. But I did enjoy what I played, and it was fun. I did like the setting. The story seemed pretty interesting, and hopefully the game will be kind of like BioShock in that aspect, where it's not so much of a first-person action first-person shooter as more as it is an exploration with some fighting. And that's what was great about BioShock, because even BioShock didn't have great first-person controls, but it did. You know, the bulk of that game, the greatness of that game lied in its world and the exploration, with some fighting here and there. So hopefully that's what this game will be like. But again, I'm speaking from the demo. I haven't played the full game yet, so we'll see how this goes.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
My squeaky ass chair. Whoa.
Hey, Morgan, wake up. You're burning daylight. We sent a helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna
Whoops.
things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Alright, so it seems a little bit better. Doesn't seem as delayed, but it's still a little bit delayed. I may need to try and turn up the sensitivity. Although I don't really want to do that because I feel like the sensitivity is alright, so I mean, it's just that it's better, but not perfect. So let's do this. Read my emails. Congrats and welcome. Hello, Morgan. So glad to hear you'll be coming aboard soon. Your first official workday is Monday, March 15th. But first we have a series of training exercises we run with all new employees. Just some stuff to clear you for life in orbit. Exciting times ahead. Have a good flight, and I will see you soon. What is delivery? Hey, I sent a package with everything you'll need for your first day. Uniform, transcribe, and a neuromod. Install the neuromod right away, as we'll be running some tests first thing in the morning. Just follow the instructions. I'll be in touch. And then I don't really want to read all that right now. So, and another thing that confused the fuck out of me is Arcane Studios. They have two Arcane Studios has two studios under that name. They have one I think in Texas and one in somewhere in Europe, I think. Maybe it was like Finland or something or other. But the thing is they're both owned by like Bethesda, and they have to be able to share the same resources. So when they developed Dishonored 2, they used a modified version of the ID Tech engine that you see in like pretty much a lot of Bethesda games. Like the new Doom, for example, uses the ID Tech engine and is a fantastic engine, probably one of the better engines out there. Fuck you, controller. And so Dishonored 2 used a modified version of the ID engine that they called the Void engine that they used for Dishonored 2, and I don't understand why they didn't use that for this game, because that engine ran very well. I mean, it should. It's based off the ID Tech engine, but it ran very well. I'll take that. And it ran very well. Like, Dishonored 2 played very well. The controls were very good. They weren't, you know, very floaty or anything like that. And the engine worked very well. I don't understand why... We'll take that. So I don't understand why they didn't use that engine for this game. Instead, they used the Cry engine that was made by Crytek. And the Cry engine is not a very... What's the word I'm looking for? The Cry engine can only be used well when Crytek is using it. And when anyone else other than Crytek has tried to use the Cry engine, it hasn't worked out very well. The engine is not very well optimized. And like Homefront the Revolution used it, and it turned out fucking god awful. So I don't know why they just didn't use the Void engine for this. Instead, they're using the Cry engine, so this game's bound to have some weird technical difficulties because the Cry engine is just not very well optimized. And slide. So I don't know. This is gonna be weird. I can't think of any other games off the top of my head that have used the CryEngine recently and succeeded. I mean, Crytek is really the only company that can use their own engine well. And this is pretty much the demo. I believe the demo covered about the first hour-ish of the game.
Mr. Yu, please make yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way. Transtar facility is just a short hop. 78 degrees, clear skies all the way.
And this game's audio is like, I don't know what they did to the audio in this game. It is fucking loud. Like, annoyingly loud. I mean, I'm playing with a headset on where I can control the audio, but my god.
That's a nice view on the bay there.
I'm still really curious as to why they use the CryEngine for this. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, the CryEngine, you know, when used by Crytek, can look beautiful, but I mean, it's not very technically amazing. It's not as technically amazing as it, you know, used to be, like when Crysis 3 came out and stuff like that. There are engines that I think are way better than the CryEngine now. Like the ID Tech engine, or what else is there? Whatever the engine was that they used for Resident Evil 7. I don't remember what that one was called.
Mr. Yu, mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
Fuck, Unreal 4 is better than the CryEngine. I don't know what the hell they were thinking with that. TranStar. Alright. I am quite pleased, though, that the controls are better than they were in the demo. Still not perfect, though, but should make aiming and fast-paced combat
Morgan Yu, you have a 9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please
a little bit easier. Yes, I confirm. It does seem like this game runs at a very solid frame rate, but it's definitely not 60.
Morgan, finally.
What do you want, homeboy?
You don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a you family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's gonna walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your brother in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after.
Whatever you say. What do we got here? The method.psi. Alright. Testing rooms. I don't like being a guinea pig, goddammit. Hey.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good? Great. Let's begin. For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Alright, so you gotta go through some basic tasks, go over here, pick that shit up, get rid of it, throw that box, and fuck this box.
Wonderful. That's... you're absolutely fine. Let's move on to room B then.
One thing I do like about this game, if you guys know anything about me, I love games where you can just pick up shit and just throw it.
Okay, Morgan, listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
The only thing they give you to hide behind is a chair.
Look, is he? He's hiding behind the chair.
I don't got much options, you bastards.
Any synaptic register at all?
Fuck you.
No? No, that's fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous.
Oh, you're really good at instilling confidence there, homeboy.
All right. Here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready.
Oh shit. Keep missing it.
I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what...
See, it's hard to aim accurately in this game because the controls are not
Exactly what Tina brought down.
100% fluid.
Speaker's still on.
Yeah,
I
dipshits.
apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D.
Alright. Let me in.
Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
Alright, you're planning a vacation. Go somewhere familiar you know you love, or try something new. Well, let's go try something new.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going.
You've been sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel? I mean, I definitely don't feel A or B, but definitely not C. Yeah, fuck it.
Ooh, that's heavy stuff.
They had it coming. A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to the track. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there is one person tied to the second track. Well, switch tracks.
Good. Next.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You're standing on the platform next to an enormously fat man. Pushing him into the track would stop the train. Well, you push the fat man.
Almost done.
Sacrifice one to save many. A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people tied to the track. You could stop the train by jumping onto the track, but you would die. Then I'd jump on the track.
Wow. I'm impressed. Well done. Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you what... my coffee? It's empty.
Oh fuck, he shot everybody with the shotgun.
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
He's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Got it.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
It's a weird ass painting. Anyway, so we know shit's not right. I'll take this shit again. I will take that. We will. Oh, that's the thing. I have to. I gotta do it. Fuck this game. Alright. This game is gonna freak me out a lot because it has some weird sounds. And they are just fucking loud. The audio in this game is just insane. Pick up this fucking fuck you mug. Oh, can I... No, there's nothing there. This is a nice little apartment though. I like it. He puts that on really quick. Alright. So we know shit's not right. Turn on my flashlight. Take this wrench.
Hello, Morgan. It's time we spoke. My code name is January. You're not dreaming. What happened yesterday was real. If you want to know what's going on, first, you need to get out of your apartment building. You're not safe.
Damn right I'm not safe. Aw. Maybe it has to be the door. Nope. Oh well. They were testing me. I can't stand it anymore. Ugh.
Good. You're in the simulation lab. Now get to the exit. I'll keep in contact.
Alright. So, of course, we're gonna look around. The camera doesn't turn very much while you're running. Alright, so you do have to be careful in this game because the enemy in this game is quite interesting, actually. Sparkling wine. I'm gonna take all this wine. Never know when it'll be useful, I guess. I saw it over there. The enemy in this game is really interesting. We could have gone this way. I'm gonna take that. Wrench. The Hephaestus Heffy twist and loop handle wrench is standard issue for all maintenance personnel employed in TranStar facilities. Good for liberal application of percussive maintenance and mechanical agitation. Okay. Use R2 to swing your wrench. Important, press and hold R2 to charge your attack for maximum damage. All wrench attacks will drain your stamina. Alright. This is pretty much the content that the demo was covering. Let's see, make this... yes. So we got the computers. Sometimes you'll need to look around for a password. This one just so happens to have a sticky note on it. And luckily you don't need to remember the passwords. So Alex Yu, we gotta keep track of that guy, because that's our brother. And it's all... Alright. Safe code is... nothing. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. So they take us on a fake helicopter ride. The fuckers. Place is broken. So we're not gonna be able to go that way. Let's see, I did not look at this during the demo. People shaking to prevent unnecessary panic. Please refrain from contacting people outside of your department. A station-wide announcement will be made shortly. In the meantime, Miss Elazar, and her security team are on high alert and will field any requests you have. I know some of you are worried about Dr. Bellamy. He's currently being treated in the trauma center and is in critical but stable condition. Thank you for your patience and dedication to this project. So I got some utilities. Note to authorize scene transition times include when subject MU is inside the elevator during maintenance operations between test runs. Take a look. So I wonder, can I go in the... Oh, I can.
Ectoplasmas. Everyone calls them mimics. Be careful what you pick up.
Oh, he's talking about the mimics. We haven't seen one of those yet. They're in here, or one's in here. You can see, this is actually pretty dope. I like this. So, see the two chairs? Ah, you prick. They mimic items. So you gotta be careful. So those things will like run away and go hide somewhere and transform into another object. So if you see two objects right next to each other, there's a pretty high possibility one of them's a mimic. They're actually pretty I like the concept. Morgan's behavior. Alex has requested all orders go through him after Morgan's outburst at the debrief. Pending a psych evaluation, Alex indicated he doesn't want any more surprises from Morgan, which is me. Nor do we. Granted, Morgan had forgotten everything from the last test, as expected, but the aggressive response to the same set of testing criteria was clearly a departure. My recommendation is we need to start charting personality drift before future tests and debriefings, and within the test itself. Alright.
Alex. Simmons, what's going on?
We have a problem.
What about Morgan?
He's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Got it.
Well, we already heard that. Oh, my allergies are bothering me right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. So let's go down this way. If I remember right, there's a mimic over here. Yeah, I fucking knew it. I didn't know he was that one, but I remember there one being over here from the demo. God, when they pop out, they makes a loud noise, and I... Bitch. Walking around as a mug. You piece of shit. I was about to look at that too. I was looking at those mugs and I saw one move and I was like, oh, fucker. I don't know what any of this stuff does yet. The demo didn't really cover a whole hell of a lot. So there's Echelon Roof, Transtar Roof, Power. Looking glass on. Let's check this out. See, now that is dope. I want technology like that in real life. That shit is awesome. Echelon Roof. Like, this is some elaborate shit. Alright, well, let's go back the other way.
Since they broke containment. I'm going to help you stay alive. Just a little further.
Alright. These are literally some of the most, like, the mimics. Even just these small little bastards are some of the more unnerving creatures that I remember ever, you know, fighting in a game or whatever. Had to be careful. Two boxes right next to each other. That's a filing cabinet? I don't want that shit. Alright, configurations are as follows. Urgent says, I think Bellamy's taken data related to mimicry and manipulated research department. So get to the trauma center and grab the key card to his cabin off his body. I'm sorry to be morbid, but Alex will lose his shit if someone else finds that data. Alright. I want to say there was multiple of them in here. Play your way, experiment with different approaches to overcome challenges and enemies. You can get past the locked door by searching for the key card, finding an alternate path. As you learn new abilities, more options will become available to you. So they kind of show you, in this case, you can find the key card or go through that little thing there. Error. Aw, that requires hacking 1. bitch. Why would there be 2 chairs here? Alright. Gotcha. I think it does more damage if you still get them while they're in their little... Ah! Oh, shit, he's right there. It is hard to keep track of these things. They move around in a... like fucking monkeys. A drink. I think you can get some of your health back by doing that. Fuck your flower. Wait, I can take it? Oh, never mind, I'll take it. So there's a key card. Okay, let's move on. Found the key card, so we're good to go. Oh yeah, there's that big bastard right there. Hey, buddy.
That was a phantom. Type an Anthrophantasmus. Keep moving.
Can't fix that yet. Alright, we're gonna grab this little guy here. Which is a interesting weapon. Glue cannon. The Transtar glue cannon. Jellifoam lattice organism obstructor. I guess disables and or immobilizes targets without harming them. Glue can extinguish flames and temporarily stop electric arcs. When hardened, glue can also be used as a climbable platform. So, I don't think I ever got in there. Oh, you little bastards. So the thing with this,
In the foyer. Grab the neuromod you see in the display case.
one of them
Normally it's a fake, but I swapped in a real one for you.
disguised itself as that,
You won't survive without using them to install new aptitudes. I've already updated your transcript with the list you requested. Take a look.
so you kind of freeze them and then you hit them. It doesn't work amazingly well. It does have an arc to it. Where'd he go? Fucker. Gotcha. Alright, so where's... Yeah, I remember you, little bitch. So I'm trying to go to all their bodies and loot whatever they had on them. Yeah, the glue gun isn't that great. Has an arc to it, and those fast-moving things just doesn't... Well, they move too fast, so it's kind of hard to aim perfectly with this gun. So you gotta kind of get close to them.
Robert? Alice! Thank God. No one else is
Where are you?
hiding. I'm in the conference room. I can't...
Jesus, you're still in the lab?
I can't get out. There's... What the hell is security?
I don't know what's happening, but Robert, you have to get out of there. Come to the elevators. Someone said we're evacuating. Robert?
Shh. Hang on.
Alright, so I need to go up there and do that. Oh, hold on, what was that? Skill recording room, we can't go in there. Favorites wheel. The favorites wheel allows you to quickly select and equip weapons and eventually psi powers. Hold triangle to open the favorites wheel and use left stick to select a weapon. Release triangle to equip a weapon. You can also consume medkits and psi hypos from the favorites wheel. Alright. Oh man, I feel like I have to sneeze, but it won't come out. Alright, so we're gonna... So I don't have the skill to carry heavier stuff. I think there's a thing in here too. Yeah, fucker. I remembered you. I don't think there was anything in the stalls. Crumpled paper. I don't know what that'll do, but I'll take it anyway. Alright, we're taking this. Neuromods and abilities. The Neuromod is a revolutionary TranStar invention that allows you to learn new skills and abilities. Press the touchpad to open your transcribe and navigate to the Neuromod section. Alright, so pretty much does it for us. Now we decide what one we want. So you got Physician 1. Your knowledge of medical practice increases the effectiveness of medkits to 150%. Bypass level 1 security measures on computers and robotic systems. Engineer, we got leverage, lift heavy objects with ease, and throw objects further. Thrown objects will damage enemies. Fix broken grav shafts. Fabricators and recyclers with spare parts. And then we got this one. Increase your health to 115 and your stamina to 105. See, I want to do this because my health is one of the things I like to upgrade first in almost any game. Ow! Damn it. The volume of this game. And I have my volume dial like turned all the way down for my headphones. That is ridiculous. Alright. So, I mean, your health probably isn't something you'd want to upgrade right there, but for me, health is one of the things I like to upgrade first in almost any game. And when I played the demo, this game was pretty... You could lose some health pretty quick in this game.